Imagine a library so vast, it aimed to contain all the knowledge in the known world. A place where the collective wisdom of humanity was gathered, preserved, and expanded upon. This was the House of Wisdom in Baghdad, a beacon of intellectual pursuit and scholarly activity. At its peak, it held more books than all the libraries in Europe combined, valuing knowledge as precious as gold. The sheer volume of text was staggering, encompassing works on science, philosophy, medicine, and more. The caliphs understood that progress is built on past discoveries, sending emissaries across the globe for manuscripts on medicine, astronomy, and philosophy. These emissaries traveled far and wide, bringing back invaluable texts from distant lands. Every book was painstakingly copied by hand, and translations required scholars fluent in multiple languages. This meticulous process ensured that knowledge was not lost, but rather made accessible to a wider audience. The House of Wisdom was a massive, state-funded project dedicated to the acquisition, translation, and dissemination of human knowledge. It was a hub of intellectual activity, where scholars from various backgrounds collaborated and shared ideas. It stood as a beacon of light during Europe's dark ages, preserving and expanding upon classical knowledge. While much of Europe was in turmoil, the House of Wisdom thrived as a center of learning and innovation. Scholars there didn't just save knowledge, they engaged with it, using it as a springboard for groundbreaking discoveries. They debated, experimented, and pushed the boundaries of what was known. The story of the House of Wisdom is a reminder that knowledge knows no borders and belongs to all of humanity. It was a melting pot of cultures and ideas, proving that intellectual collaboration can lead to remarkable advancements. It was the intellectual capital of the world, a testament to the power of ideas. The legacy of the House of Wisdom continues to inspire and remind us of the importance of preserving and sharing knowledge. The House of Wisdom began with the founding of Baghdad, a city that quickly rose to become a beacon of culture and innovation in the medieval world. As the Abbasid Caliphate established its new capital, Baghdad became a crossroads for trade, ideas, and people from across Asia, Africa, and Europe. Caliph Harun al-Rashid and his son, al-Ma'mun, envisioned it as the world's foremost center of learning. What started as a private royal library soon grew in ambition and scope. Under al-Ma'mun, it transformed into Bayt al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, a place where knowledge from every corner of the known world was gathered and preserved. The Abbasid Empire's immense wealth and political stability created ideal conditions for this intellectual undertaking, attracting thinkers and artisans alike. The introduction of paper-making technology from China made books more affordable and accessible, fueling a surge in scholarship and the spread of new ideas. The House of Wisdom became a vibrant hub of activity, with specialized departments for translation, a state-of-the-art observatory, and a vast, ever-growing library. It was revolutionary for its inclusivity, welcoming not only Muslims but also Christians, Jews, and people of other faiths to work side by side. Scholars of all backgrounds were invited to contribute to the pursuit of knowledge and a deeper understanding of the universe, breaking barriers of language and culture. This open-minded and collaborative environment led to an unprecedented explosion of scientific, mathematical, and philosophical progress, influencing generations to come. The House of Wisdom was more than just a library. It was a dynamic, thriving center where ideas flourished, and the seeds of modern science and culture were sown. The House of Wisdom was a cultural melting pot, a place where the boundaries of geography, language, and faith faded in the pursuit of knowledge. Here, a scholar's value was determined not by their origin, but by the depth of their intellect and the curiosity they brought to the table. Scholars from every corner of the known world gathered to debate, challenge, and collaborate, united by a shared passion for learning and discovery. The Abbasid rulers recognized that knowledge was a global enterprise, and they actively sought out the best minds, regardless of their homeland or beliefs. Syriac-speaking Christians played a vital role as translators, bridging the wisdom of Greek, Syriac, and Arabic traditions, and ensuring that no valuable insight was lost in translation. Manuscripts arrived from the Byzantine Empire, India, and Persia, each one adding a new layer to this ever-growing reservoir of knowledge. Teams of translators and scholars worked side by side, meticulously ensuring accuracy and capturing the subtle nuances of the original works. They didn't just copy texts, they critically examined ancient works, corrected errors, and built upon the foundations laid by previous generations. This fusion of intellectual traditions led to a powerful synthesis of ideas, sparking innovations that would echo through the centuries. The House of Wisdom became a crucible of creativity, where the knowledge of the past was forged into the science and philosophy of the future. It was a global conversation, a vibrant exchange of ideas that spanned centuries and continents, connecting minds across vast distances. An Indian mathematical concept could merge with a Greek proof and a Persian observation, creating something entirely new and transformative. This dynamic, ever-evolving process made the House of Wisdom not just a center of learning, but a true crucible of creativity and innovation for the world. The House of Wisdom preserved and transmitted ancient knowledge, bridging civilizations. By translating works of Aristotle, Plato, and others, they ensured foundational ideas survived. Scholars ignited a new era of scientific inquiry, establishing the scientific method. They made significant advances in medicine, surgery, and pharmacology. This scientific revolution spread beyond the Islamic world, influencing Europe. Arabic texts translated into Latin fueled the European Renaissance. The House of Wisdom's work laid the groundwork for modern science and technology. It was a game-changer for humanity, lifting the intellectual tide globally. The House of Wisdom demonstrated how investment in knowledge benefits all. Hunayn ibn Ishaq exemplified the House of Wisdom's success in translation. A Nestorian Christian, Hunayn mastered multiple languages and was a brilliant translator. He developed a rigorous methodology, focusing on accurate translation of ideas. Hunayn's team translated nearly all known Greek medical works, setting a standard for centuries. His translations became definitive medical textbooks in the Islamic world and Europe. Caliph al-Ma'mun valued Hunayn's work, symbolizing the importance of intellectual labor. Hunayn's story highlights the House of Wisdom's diverse contributions to humanity. His dedication and scholarly rigor paved the way for centuries of discovery. Al-Khwarizmi embodied the House of Wisdom's spirit of innovation. He popularized the Hindu numeral system, introducing the concept of zero. His work laid the groundwork for complex mathematics and the term algorithm. Al-Khwarizmi created algebra, presenting a systematic way to solve equations. Algebra allowed for generalization and manipulation of unknown quantities. His work was practical, solving real-world problems in trade and measurement. Al-Khwarizmi's contributions became a cornerstone of modern science and engineering. He was a pioneer, inventing the future of mathematics and science. The House of Wisdom was an intellectual crossroads, transforming ideas from distant cultures. From India, they received the decimal system and the concept of zero. Greek works were translated, and scholars tested and refined these models. They combined Greek theory with Indian numerals, advancing astronomy and mathematics. This synthesis created accurate astronomical tables essential for navigation and timekeeping. Knowledge from Baghdad traveled westward, influencing European scholars. Translations introduced algebra and Hindu-Arabic numerals to Europe. The House of Wisdom was a critical link in the chain of knowledge from India to Europe. It was a hub of innovation, blending diverse intellectual traditions. The House of Wisdom's legacy shaped the course of scientific progress. The House of Wisdom's era ended gradually, weakened by political instability. The Mongol invasion in 1258 devastated Baghdad, destroying its great libraries. Despite this, the House of Wisdom's legacy endured, spreading knowledge worldwide. Translations into Latin sparked a revolution in European thought. The scientific method and mathematical tools survived, forming the bedrock of the scientific revolution. Figures like Copernicus and Newton built on the work of the House of Wisdom. Its legacy is a testament to the resilience of knowledge and ideas. The House of Wisdom's spirit and discoveries continue to inspire. It was a beacon of intellectual achievement, transcending the fall of empires. The House of Wisdom's story holds profound lessons for our time. It exemplifies the power of collaboration and intellectual humility. The caliphs and scholars believed wisdom is universal, embracing diverse insights. The House of Wisdom thrived as a meritocracy of the mind, valuing diverse perspectives. It highlights the importance of sustained investment in science and education. The pursuit of knowledge is a worthwhile investment for a prosperous future. The story encourages curiosity and appreciation for interconnected human history. The House of Wisdom's spirit of shared discovery inspires us to explore and learn. Let us continue to question and learn from one another, keeping the flame of knowledge alive.